Hey, it's me, Imran, Web Squadron. I had a question come from someone on LinkedIn, and it was a bit of one of those what I call a heart-to-heart moment where they were almost reaching out. And although I'm not going to name them, I am going to kind of talk about the topic. And it was about how they felt like they didn't have the confidence, or there was a bit of paranoia or doubt kicking in with how much should they charge for their work. What I mean is, you might have a client or someone, they want a bit of work doing. They may already have a website and they want a change. Maybe you worked on the website or maybe you didn't. Maybe you're just supporting and helping them out, might be they need some content changing or images shifted or a new blog post template, something like that being created. And you're in conversation with them. You might know them, you might not know them. And they want a bit of work. And they are already formulating how long that will take. Yeah, it'll take you 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour. Now, in your head, you kind of know it's going to take 3 to 4 hours, might even take an hour. But the client feels like it's 20 minutes. And when you start pricing up for the work, there's nothing wrong with pricing by the hour. I'm just putting that out there. I don't like to do that. I price based on the amount of work. However, the work that's needed, you will be thinking about the time it takes. So either way, you are probably working it out based on the amount of time you're spending anyway, or not. So you've decided this work is going to take a couple of hours to do. And the client goes, well, I'm not paying that. Let's just say you're going to charge $200, okay, for a couple of hours work. And the client goes, well, no, I'm only going to give you $30, $40 because it's only 20 minutes work. Sometimes you have to not challenge them, but almost bring them back into reality in a way of trying to get them to understand that you are the expert and you know how much work is involved, and to get it right and to do it properly, and to future-proof and protect the client as well, maybe. The client isn't actually going to know that unless the client is a web designer as well, and they just need you to support them with getting a project completed or doing improvements or changes. Now, if they are not an expert in web design, they aren't going to know exactly what's involved. Someone might say to you, hey, can we change the images on my WooCommerce shop? Yeah, okay. 1,000 images? What, they all need to be cropped and the background removed and rescaled and whatever, WebP compressed and converted? 1,000 images. That's going to take a bit of time. The client might think that you're just going to hit a button and go boop, 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 remove all the backgrounds and crop and scale them just like that. Yeah, there are ways you could do it, but they don't always work and they kind of could make things worse for you as well. So you're going to know the time. And one of the strategies you could take on board is, let's say the client is a doctor, a lawyer, a carer, a cleaner, a bus driver, a plumber, whatever, okay? Ask them, how long would it take for them to do something? So you might say to them, well, how long would it take for you to clean all the windows in my house? Let's say they're a window cleaner. And they might go, 5-10 minutes. And I'd be like, well, what if I was only going to pay you then? So I would then say to them, right, okay, and what do you earn an hour, for instance? And I then start pro-ratering it down to 5 to 10 minutes. What if I think they could actually do it in 2 minutes? And then I reduce the cost even more. Surely they're going to come back to me and go, well, we're not going to touch your house. We're not going to do less than that. What if you hire a lawyer and the lawyer charges for the hour and all you need them to do is just to check some documents, a 1-page document. You need them to check a 1-page document and then just to let you know it's okay. But you're still going to pay for the full hour maybe because they book off the hour for you. Do you argue with them or do you go ahead with it? 9 times out of 10, you probably will go ahead with it. Or you go online like askalawyer.com or whatever they're called these days and check it on there. But if you're the web designer and developer and you know how long it takes to do X, Y, Z, you name a price, and if they don't like it, it's pretty simple. They can either go elsewhere and work with someone else, or they can agree to work with you. Because just because a task does take 20 minutes, let's just say, there's a bit of prep time before. So you might be going back and forth with the client just to double check things, emails, video call, maybe even a phone call or text message. Don't think they do things over text message. It gets a bit messy. Email is best. And then there might be, after you've done the task, the client might then make another change. And then you might have final sign off or, yep, okay, we're done. And then payment comes in. That 20-minute job could become 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Let me give you an amazing analogy that I know you are gonna love, or not, I don't care. If you hire a consultant, a lot of businesses out there, and when I say consultant, I don't just mean someone who comes in and does consultancy. The consultant is basically any business profession, right? Carer, cleaner, porter, doctor, lawyer, bus driver, teacher, anyone, right? You hire someone to come and do something to support you or your business, social media, whatever, okay? They come in and they sit down, they turn their laptop on, their machine on, they might go and make a cup of tea, they might talk to someone, they might have a conversation in the corridor, they might not even have logged in yet and 10, 15 minutes have passed, or maybe they've logged in, but that's all they've done in 15 minutes. There'll be a loo break, they might go in to the desk nearby that's got loads of chocolates and crisps and biscuits and them having a bit of a munch or whatever. Someone mentions the football. Hey, yeah, I saw that game, or no, I didn't see that game. I don't like it. There will be things that go on. They're in to do a 20-minute job, but you're still going to be paying them for the time before and after and during and any other conversations that happen afterwards as well. So if I know a job is going to take 20 minutes or half an hour, I will price it up for the hour. And sometimes if I have an inkling over previous working relationships with the client, where you know things like a bit of scope creep kicks in. Oh, what about this as well? Oh, I know I said make the images don't have the background, but I didn't mean all of them. So 500 of them remove the background. These 500 don't remove the background. You know, stuff like that. Things can happen. I'd hate it if that ever happened to me. I'd be like, what? So there's always a little bit of adjustment. But if you go, yeah, 20-minute work, yeah, cool, don't worry. We'll do it for you in $30 or whatever. And that's all they pay. And the job takes 2 hours or 3 hours. Do you get where I'm going with this? And also, just because a job takes 5 minutes, don't just offer them always for free. I have to admit that with some of my clients, they want the odd little change here or there. I will do it. However, I am very cautious and careful. And if you start to notice that it's becoming more frequent, you want to pull back on that and say, yeah, we can do that. But because we've got other commitments and other work on, there is a charge for that. There is a danger that if you do a 5-minute task every day, well, 30 times 5, what is that? I'm having a bit of a moment here now. 3 hours, close to, or something like that, whatever. It's not even 3 hours, is it? No. But anyway, look, you get the idea, okay? You're giving away free work for free. Can't even get my words right. So when you're deciding on what you're going to charge for something, maybe price up for the hour. Don't price by the hour, but price it up as if you are going to be working on it for an hour. So what is your value? What do you normally charge to do work? Because if a client says to you, hey, this is going to take an hour to do or half a day, you'll be able to do this. You're the expert. Magic. You can do it. No problemo. Actually, remember, half a day could become a day, even 2 days. So make sure you price up accordingly. Because if you keep giving away work or your time for free, you'll regret it. And people do start to abuse that trust. This is just a bit of a pep talk, really, in understanding how do you value and cost up your time for little jobs. I don't even know how I'm going to title this video. I need to think about that. Hey, I'm Imran, Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. I'll see you.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag.